Unit 5 Skill for Employment 1 Topic 4 Transcoding Information Graphic Communication Information Theory. The Shannon-Weaver Model of Communication 1949, although originally designed to describe the transmission of electronic information along wires, was subsequently adopted in many other fields of communication by Johnson and Clare 1961. However, Lind's site shows us that graphic communication proved rather more resistant to statistical research techniques than, for example, written language. Pictures are not easily reduced to individual components by analysis, and the range of marks and textures used by illustrators seems limited only by the human imagination. In addition, it is quite misleading to ignore the interpretative and inferential work done by the reader. Source, transmitter, receiver, and destination. Source, which is nothing but message. Transmitter means signal. Receiver, received signal. Destination, which is nothing but message. Shannon's original model of communication system has been mentioned above. Even though the information theory model failed to suggest techniques for the detailed study of graphic communication, it did provide a metaphor for communication that has made a lasting impression on research and education. This metaphor, combining human communication through printed images with the electronic transmission of signals, is in my view fundamentally inappropriate, but although it is ignored or rejected by many researchers, it nevertheless continues to survive, often tacitly or expressed only vaguely, evidenced by research strategies, educational materials, and so on. Each end of the diagram is embellished by different theorists with concepts such as encoder, decoder, and selector, and so on. The main distinction is in the way the elements are connected. Firstly, the direct nature of relationship between originator and user is emphasized in the acts of writing and reading. The originator and user relate directly to the medium, but only indirectly to each other. Sometimes not at all. It is common to write with little sense of audience and to read without deducing much about the source of the communication. An appropriate analogy might be found in the difference between an army stores and a supermarket. In the army stores, a predetermined set of goods is handed to the receiver over a counter. In a supermarket, They are placed on shelves to be selected by customers according to their relevance and attractiveness. The manager and the customers need never meet. They are both primarily occupied with the display of goods on the shelves. The first one, originator or medium. Graphic communication as statement. Second one, originator, medium, tools for inquiry and thought. Third one, medium, user, aids to learning. Fourth one, medium, user, aids to problem solving. This above figure, adding directionality to the connection, suggests 4 areas for attention. The lines used to connect the element do not at present have directionality. By adding arrows in different places, we can use the diagram to direct our thinking and broaden our perception. The first connection represents the problem of encoding information in graphic form. To consider the role of graphic communication as statement quite apart from its behavioral effects on users requires us to concentrate problems that are complex and interesting but easy to overlook. Although they are often imagined to be more direct and reliable than words, even to have historically predated written language, it seems that many pictorial systems of the past have disappeared and most current diagrammatic conventions have been introduced comparatively recently, many within our own lifetime. Conclusion: the study of graphic communication has proved to be hard to handle, but we should neither be overwhelmed by the creativity of artists who can make it work nor ignore its complexities. It is an essential ingredient of many subjects, but neglected in education. A number of different specialisms is involved in its investigation. It is certainly a clear case for interdisciplinary investigation. So finally we came to the end of the session of Unit 5 Skill for Employment 1, fourth topic.